Hi everyone, it's Christina and I am going to make a December daily from start to finish. So this is the cover. This is the paper I chose for the cover. That's the other side. And most of the time my journals are 8 by 5. But lately I've been making the journals slightly larger just so there is more room. So this one is 5.5 and the height is 8.25. Or if you open it all up, then it would be 11 by 8.25. So that's my cover. And then I'm going to use for the inside pages, well, I'm going to use a whole bunch of different paper. I'm also going to include paper from my Daphne's Diary. And this was last year's Christmas edition, and I got this as a Christmas present for my girlfriend. I love the front cover. A little journal card here. There's script sort of tucked inside. The deer. I just thought that would be a nice, I thought that was nice for a cover. So what I created, so the idea I got from this cover to make this cover is this. So I'm going to start with, because I saw this journal card, so there's my card, or the background. And then I'm going to put this on top. And then I have this, this die I have. So I'm going to put a doily here in the background. Or maybe like this, like so. And then this pretty pattern paper. And then the deer will go right there, something like that. I just thought that would look pretty as the cover. And then for the inside, I've already taken out a few pages here that I have coffee stained. And then just plain, I'm going to put in there just a plain note paper or graph paper. I think that's graph paper. And then this is, let's see, I got this from a Stampin' Up! Pad. And then on my computer, I printed up some paper. Look how pretty that is. I'm going to have that right in the center of the book. How pretty is that? And then that's the other side. And these images I got from Crafty Secrets. And this was a Christmas digital kit that I bought a few years back. And I don't think she sells this anymore. I checked online and I couldn't find it. And then again, I purchased this from, can't remember where because I purchased so many digital images online, but I'll try and find this one and link it for you. It's very pretty. And that's the other side. That's one of the Crafty Secrets images. And then I decided to put a word search on one side and a crossword puzzle on the other. And again, I use the same print there. And then pages from inside this magazine or book. So I'm not sure yet. I'm just going to, ooh, that would be pretty to put in there. And even that would be nice in there. I love that. There's lots of nice stuff to put in there. Oh, wouldn't that be nice as background paper? And here, oh look, she's there. The magazine's already included some pretty prints. Oh, and how cute is that? So I'm going to go through the book. I'm going to choose which ones that I want, and I'll be back. Okay, so now what I need to do is take my papers and cut them to the right size, which is going to be 8.25 by 5.5, but not quite 5.5, because if I make them 5.5, then see, I like to make the pages a little bit smaller so they're not all sticking out of the cover, right? So I'm going to get my paper cutter out. And then I'm just going to just put it in here, make sure, see, it's going to fit nice. Yeah, and then I can still see I can make some pages the width longer. Now that my pages are all cut, I think I had too many. I don't like to put too many pages in the journal. It gets too bulky once you start filling it with stuff. So I'm going to remove a couple of pages. And so I've got my coffee stained, a couple of these ones, and I want to add a doily and this paper bag. And then definitely that. Love that so much. And then here we go. So these are the ones, and look at this one. I think these will go so nice together. I'm going to put these two pages together because the green and the green. So now I just have to arrange all the pages how I want them to go in here. Okay, ta-da! All right, that part's done. Are you guys still with me? That was fun, right? So, you could call it done now, right? Bind it, glue the cover on here, like the layout, and you'd be ready to go, and there's your December daily. But I want to do a few more things to it. So I picked out some trim, and I'm going to take this trim to my sewing machine and sew it on the edges of some of the pages. Isn't it pretty? All the trim on the edges of the pages. I just love that look. Okay, so now I am going to bind it with this hemp cord. And I just take the book, make sure all the pages are centered and even, centered and even. You can do it right on the book. I always open it up. Sometimes I put these clips on just to hold the book together. And then I take a paper piercer. This is the Stampin' Up! One. And I just sort of guesstimate that's about halfway down. And then poke a hole in it. And then from here to the end, oh, maybe about so. And I do the same to the other side. And I just put hand lotion on, so don't put hand lotion on because you don't want it to be slippery on the needle. So I go through the inside of the book, through the center hole. Then I will come up and through the top hole. And my hands are slippery. So I'm going to go grab I have these latex gloves. These are the gloves I use when I'm at work, when I'm doing my pedicures. And I find if I can't get it through with my hand, with my bare hand, then I just use this because the grip is so much better. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to take it down and go through the bottom hole here. All right. At this point, I like to pull it a bit tight. And then I'm going to come back through the center hole again. And I have one side of the string on the left of this center part, one on the right. I'm just going to make sure it's nice and tight. And then I'm going to knot it twice. There we go. And I just like to go through the book and crease down the pages a bit after I do this step. And I did a stitch right here on the paper bag and onto this page. You can see the stitching there. And I'm probably going to decorate this envelope up too a little bit. And I think I'm going to put this arrangement on now. Actually, before I glue the cover on, in my last video, which was some Happy Mail, I got this in there, and I think I shouldn't have before. It's better to do this before I bind the book because it's kind of hard to do stitching along this side now. But I think I'll just hot glue this side, and then I'm going to sew this on at the bottom and then on the left side, and that would make a nice pocket to put, you know, some of your goodies in there. So I'm going to go do that. So that's how the pocket turned out, and then you can just start filling it with stuff throughout the Christmas season. And this is a side that I hot glued it, but I think I'm going to put a little bit of bling there, this red sequence. So I'm going to hot glue that on. I decided to do both sides of the pocket. And now I'm going to make some embellishments, or I want to decorate some of the pages. And a while back, I made some paper bags, and then I decorated them. So there's a piece of patterned paper and some lace. There's some thread in the background. Here's some trim, and then the sewing machine stitching there. And then there's a smaller version, another small one, and another little one. But I'm going to make one. I could use this, but I think I'm going to make a Christmassy one. So I've got this paper bag, or a glassine bag. And then I'm going to glue this on, and you could, do some journaling on that spot. And then, so there's my background picture. And I think, let's see, so there's I saved my threads. So I've got some red and white and green threads. And there's a piece of lace. And I just need something to cover this, which is my note paper. I just got to cut it to the right size. And I still think I need some more Christmassy paper under there. All right, something like that. Now I'm going to take that to my sewing machine and sew that on. So I'm just going to glue that on. Add this on the bottom. So you've got spot to right here. You could put the date here or whatever. And now I just need to find a page in the journal to glue that on. I think I'm going to glue it on this page. You'll still be able to see his face here, the little elf face in the background. So these are really cute and super easy page layouts or embellishments to make for your pages. All right, so I still have to make a tag for this, but I want to show you these. And I just used patterned paper, Christmas paper, and then took a journal card, sewed along the sides and the bottom, so that's a pocket. And again, you can just glue that anywhere on a page. And then this one is a postcard, and then I stitched down the side, added some trim and lace, and here it's open. So again, you can put it on any page, and then tuck a whole bunch of stuff in there. And then here's another one. So see how this tuck-in was on the left? I made this one on the right, with some really pretty red lace and a flower here. And the stitching is down there. And then this one. Love that rosette. And this one. So I'm going to add one of these to one of these pages. So I chose this one, and I'm going to tape it on this page right here, and then some of this pretty red rosette, when I close the book, a little bit will peek out on the edge, and I think that's really pretty. And I put this one on the back of the book, and then that way more room to, oh, and I left the top part open. I didn't glue it down, and then you can put things inside. I'm pretty much done with this journal. I might do a few things off camera, but I'll zoom in a little bit, and then I will do a flip through of it. this. This is probably, I don't know why, my favorite page. If I was using this book, this journal this year, I would, be doing something here, but I would keep this one just as is. I just love how she's looking out the window. And then on this side, again, if I was using this journal, I would probably, this is where I would be, doing a little bit of writing in here. And then in this space, went through my stash and found this here. It says you would write in how many days before Christmas. And I would probably put that here, just tape it on the top and the bottom, and then grab a tag. So in this tag, let's just say 5 days before Christmas, and then I would tuck that in there, and then when I pull it out, it would say, okay, so if it's 5 days before Christmas, this would be December, I'd write here December the 19th, and then this would be my December 19th page, and then I would journal about it, or whatever day it is. So I just love doing these journals. It's just so fun to figure things out and, where to put things. And there we have it. I think it's done for the most part. I might add a few more, I don't know, embellishments, or I might decorate a few more pages. And I won't be using this for myself this year because I already have a December daily for this year. I might save it for next year, but I think I'm going to list it for sale on my Etsy shop. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.